All right, what is going on, guys? Happy Monday and happy Veterans Day. Appreciate everyone who served. Proud to have served in the Navy myself. So let's talk a little bit about NBA. We got 5 games today. We're going to cover all those. Didn't put out an NBA video yesterday because Sunday's for football. And we went 6-6 on those picks. That was just a weird Sunday. I don't know if I've ever seen so many turnovers, picks, and missed field goals. Unreal. Anyway, let's move on to basketball. So, got picks for you as always. We'll talk about my best bets here. Let's kick the first game off here. Washington Wizards and the Houston Rockets. Rockets given 13.5 to Washington. Little too many in my opinion. I would go Washington plus 13.5 and a lean towards that under 226.5. It's just way too many points here to give Washington. This Houston team hasn't been that fantastic, and especially at home. All right, Nets and the Pelicans. Pelicans in trouble, man. Zion's out indefinitely is kind of the thing I'd heard recently. So they're in bad shape. You got Trey Murphy's going to be a game-time decision. Hawkins out. Herb Jones out. McCollum out. DeJounte Murray still recovering from that broken hand. And Zion's out. I mean, they're in bad shape. It's all on Brandon Ingram and Jose Alvarado. It don't look good. Give me Brooklyn minus 1.5. This feels like a steal. I would say Brooklyn minus 1.5, or this 211.5 is a little light in my opinion. So I would lean towards that over, but first bet would be Brooklyn minus 1.5. This almost feels like a trick line. It feels like a trap. I like the way Brooklyn's been playing. Only 4-6 on the year, but I feel like they've been playing really good, and they play solid defense. So give me Brooklyn minus 1.5 there. Clippers and the Thunder. Big news yesterday. Chet Holmgren fractured his hip on a fall, so he is going to be out. That really changes the landscape of this game, in my opinion. Give me the Clippers. Plus 6.5. I really love that. That might be one of my favorite plays today. And I would lean towards the over 218.5. And that one, Cleveland Cavaliers, Chicago Bulls. Man, you mess with the Bulls, you get the horn. Not in this case. I'm taking the Cavs. Cavs minus 8.5. This team is absolutely rolling. Over under 236.5. I mean, pretty good pace here on these teams. So maybe actually lean towards the over. A little high for me. I wouldn't touch it, but Cavaliers minus 8.5 for me all day in this one. Final game, Kings and the Spurs. Kings minus 1.5 point favorites. I think it's going to be a good game. I would actually lean more towards this under 221.5, if anything. But if I had to pick a winner here, I'm going Kings. I like Kings. I'd probably just play on money line, to be honest. I know it's only minus 1.5, but I think it could be a pretty tight game. So that's the way I see the 5 games. Let's talk about the best bets. All right, first bet on the card. SAG. We're going to go under his rebounds and assists at 12.5. Like I said, Clippers play good D. They are 3rd and 5th in terms of rebounds and assists allowed to the point guard position. So obviously SAG is going to have to step up today with Chet Holmgren out, but he's got to do it with the scoring, not necessarily with the rebounds and assists. So I like this under 12.5. Next bet, Dorian Finney-Smith over 7.5 points for Brooklyn at minus 105. Pelicans are 30th in points allowed to the power forward position, and he is over this in 7 of his last 10 games. I like for him to step up today and have a decent day. We just need 8, man. And then give me De'Aaron Fox under 5.5 assists. Spurs are averaging 8 assists to the point guard position. That said, he's under this in 5 of his last 6 games. He did hit this last game. He got 8 versus the Suns, but I think he's more of a scorer tonight. That's just my gut feeling. So give me the under assist in that spot. Cam Thomas over 2.5 assists, just a little light here. Pelicans are 29th in assists allowed to the shooting guard position. This is about 165 on pretty much every other book. So more of a value play here at minus 142. A little juiced, but there is value there. Next one, Norman Powell. This is a trappy line. Just does not make sense to me. This almost didn't make the card because it just feels weird. And some things have to go right here for this to hit, but it's a plus money play. He's over this in his last 7 games. He's been two or more assists in his last 7 games. That said, He only averages about 4.2 potential assists a game, but he plays 34 minutes a game. So, we need him to convert at about a 50% clip here, most likely, in order for this to hit. Very doable. Just a good plus money play I think can hit. All right, last play on the card, Wemby under 11.5 rebounds. He's under in 70% of his last 10, or 7 of his last 10. Sacramento is 25th in rebounds allowed to the center position, right? So they're doing very, very well. They don't give up a lot. The average is 13. Now, if we look at Wemby, he's only averaging about 16 chances per game. So in order to hit this, based on his average, he'd have to convert at about a 75% clip. That said, we look at his last game, he had 16 rebounds, but he also had about 25 chances. So we got to hope that the Kings make some shots and they aren't just chucking up easy rebounds. That said, I think Sabonis does a pretty good job getting the offensive rebounds, so he'll at least have to compete with Sabonis underneath if he's going to get some of these rebounds. So I do like that. So that is going to be my 6 favorite plays for today on this 5-game NBA card. If you guys want some parlays, let's see. We did 10 likes yesterday, and that was way too easy. So let's bump it up a little bit. Let's say 15. If we get 15 likes on the video, I will throw out some parlays for tonight. We've also got the NBA video that's going to be, NFL video that's going to be coming out a little later today. So make sure you guys turn notifications on, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.